You've probably heard the saying, "The fortune is in the follow-up." It's true, but most businesses don't live by it. They call a lead once, maybe twice, and when they don't hear back, they assume the customer wasn't serious. But the reality is most customers don't buy on the first touch. It often takes 5, 7, even 10 touch points before someone makes a decision. Think about your own buying habits. When was the last time you made a big decision after the very first conversation? Probably not often. You wanted reminders. You wanted reassurance. You wanted time to think. Your customers are the same way, and if you're not following up consistently, you're losing deals you should be winning. That's where instant impact systems comes in. Here's the truth. Even the best teams struggle with follow-up. People are busy. They're answering phones, serving customers, running jobs. Following up with yesterday's leads isn't their top priority. They mean well, but they forget. Or they call once and tell themselves, if they were serious, they'd call back. That's a dangerous assumption. We worked with a roofing company that was spending over $20,000 a month on ads. They had more leads than they could handle, but their follow-up process was inconsistent. Some reps called leads once, some never called at all. When we installed instant impact systems, every lead automatically entered a follow-up sequence. Texts, emails, even ringless voicemails went out at the right times. Within 90 days, their close rate jumped by more than 40%. Same leads, same team, just better follow-up. Research proves what we see in the field. 44% of salespeople give up after one follow-up, yet 80% of sales happen after the 5th follow-up. Let that sink in. Almost half of businesses quit after one try, but the vast majority of customers need 5 or more touchpoints before they buy. That's the gap Instant Impact Systems closes. Instead of leaving follow-up to chance, the system automates it. Every lead gets consistent, professional communication until they book or opt out. That means you're not just chasing hot leads, you're nurturing warm leads until they're ready. And that persistence is where the fortune lies. We saw this firsthand with the med spa. They were generating dozens of leads each week, but only a handful were booking. When we asked how many times they followed up, the answer was, usually once or twice. That explained everything. Customers needed more touches before committing, but nobody on the team had time to make those calls. After installing instant impact systems, every lead entered a follow-up sequence that lasted weeks. Customers received friendly reminders by text and email. They were invited to book online. They were sent testimonials and before and after stories. By the time they were ready to buy, that med spa was the only business still in front of them. Their bookings doubled without increasing their ad budget. Persistence pays. And with instant impact systems, persistence is automatic. Some business owners think follow-up is pushy, but the truth is, customers actually appreciate it. Think about your own life. You're busy. You forget things. You put off decisions. A well-timed reminder doesn't annoy you. It helps you. That's exactly how your customers feel. When a customer fills out a form or calls your business, they're interested. But then life happens. The kids need something. Work gets busy. They forget. If you don't follow up, you disappear. If you do follow up, you stay top of mind. And when they're ready, you're the one they choose. Instant impact systems make sure you're always the one they choose. Follow-up doesn't stop at the booking. It continues after the job is done. That's when you ask for reviews, request referrals, and re-engage past clients. Most businesses drop the ball here too. They serve the customer well, but never ask for feedback or future work. Instant Impact Systems automates this stage as well. Customers receive professional review requests after the job is complete. They get check-ins months later that bring them back for repeat business. This kind of follow-up turns one-time clients into lifetime clients. And that's where long-term growth comes from. Now, some owners push back and say, "But I don't want to bother people." Let me be clear. Professional follow-up isn't about pestering. It's about persistence with purpose. Messages are spaced appropriately, written to add value, and designed to feel helpful. Customers appreciate it. They don't see it as pushy. Another objection we hear is, "My team already follows up." Maybe they do, but are they doing it consistently with every lead? Are they still following up after the 5th, 7th, or 10th attempt? Probably not. That's where automation makes the difference. It never forgets. It never gets tired. It never gives up too soon. So let me ask you this. How many leads did you give up on this week? How many potential customers were just 1 or 2 follow-ups away from booking, but you never made the call? How much revenue is sitting on the table because persistence wasn't part of your process? It doesn't have to be that way. With instant impact systems, every lead gets the follow-up they deserve. You stop wasting opportunities. You stop losing to competitors who are only more persistent. And you start closing deals you should have been closing all along. If you're ready to capture the fortune that's hiding in your follow-up, book your impact strategy session today. We'll show you exactly how instant impact systems can turn persistence into profit in your business, because in sales, fortune favors the persistent. And with instant impact systems, persistence is built in.